Power of the forest, nature's mighty beasts. The forest stands as one of Earth's most ancient and powerful ecosystems, a realm where nature's most magnificent creatures have evolved over millions of years to become the ultimate masters of their domain. These mighty beasts, from apex predators to gentle giants, embody the raw power, intelligence, and resilience that make forests not just collections of trees, but living, breathing kingdoms of extraordinary complexity and wonder. The silent sovereigns, big cats of the forest. Deep within the world's forests prowl some of the most formidable predators ever to walk the earth. The tiger, the largest of all cats, reigns supreme in Asian forests from the Russian Far East to the tropical jungles of Southeast Asia. A male Siberian tiger can weigh up to 700 pounds of pure muscle, capable of taking down prey twice its size, with a combination of stealth, power, and tactical brilliance that has been refined over millennia. What makes these striped hunters so powerful is not just their physical might, but their extraordinary adaptability. Tigers are solitary hunters that can cover territories spanning hundreds of square miles, navigating through dense undergrowth with barely a sound. Their ambush hunting style requires patience, precision, and explosive power. A tiger can leap more than 30 feet in a single bound and reach speeds of 40 miles per hour in short bursts. Each stripe pattern is as unique as a human fingerprint, providing perfect camouflage in the dappled light filtering through forest canopies. In the Americas, the jaguar holds similar dominance in the rainforests of Central and South America. Pound for pound, jaguars possess the strongest bite of any big cat, capable of piercing through turtle shells and caiman skulls. Unlike other big cats that typically kill by suffocating their prey, jaguars deliver a fatal bite directly to the skull, piercing the brain with their powerful canines. This apex predator swims with ease, climbs with agility, and hunts with an efficiency that keeps entire ecosystems in balance. The forest monarchs, bears. Bears represent another dimension of forest power, combining size, strength, and surprising intelligence into one of nature's most versatile packages. The grizzly bear of North American forests can weigh up to 800 pounds, with shoulder muscles so developed they create a distinctive hump that powers devastating swipes capable of breaking a moose's spine. Despite their massive bulk, grizzlies can sprint at speeds exceeding 35 miles per hour and are excellent swimmers and climbers when young. But raw power tells only part of the story. Bears possess remarkable cognitive abilities, with problem-solving skills that rival many primates. They can remember the locations of food sources across vast territories and return to them year after year. Their omnivorous diet, ranging from berries and roots to salmon and large ungulates, makes them keystone species that influence forest ecology in countless ways, from seed dispersal to nutrient cycling. The Asian black bear and sun bear of Southeast Asian forests may be smaller, but they're equally impressive in their adaptations. Sun bears, with their extraordinarily long tongues, can extract insects and honey from deep within trees, while their powerful claws make them exceptional climbers. These forest dwellers have evolved to exploit resources that few other animals can access, demonstrating that power in the forest comes in many forms. The towering titans, forest elephants. Asian elephants navigating through forest corridors and African forest elephants threading through Congo Basin jungles represent a different kind of might, the power of size, memory, and social intelligence combined. Forest elephants, though smaller than their savanna cousins, are no less impressive. Bulls can stand 10 feet tall and weigh up to 6 tons, yet they move through dense forest with surprising grace and minimal sound. Elephants are ecosystem engineers whose impact on forests cannot be overstated. They create and maintain forest clearings, disperse seeds across vast distances, and dig waterholes that benefit countless other species. Their powerful trunks, containing over 40,000 muscles, can uproot trees, delicately pluck a single fruit, or spray water with precision. This versatile appendage is simultaneously a nose, a hand, a tool, and a weapon. But perhaps the elephant's greatest power lies in their complex social structures and extraordinary memory. Matriarchs lead herds using knowledge accumulated over decades, remembering the locations of water sources and safe routes through dangerous territory. They communicate through infrasound that travels for miles through the forest, coordinate group movements with remarkable precision, and display emotional depth that includes grief, joy, and apparent self-awareness. The primordial power, wild boars and forest pigs. Often underestimated, wild boars and their relatives represent a more ancient form of forest power. European wild boars, which can weigh up to 400 pounds, are incredibly strong, aggressive when threatened, and possess tusks that can inflict serious damage. Their ability to root through forest floors reshapes understory vegetation, influences plant succession, and creates microhabitats for countless other species. Wild boars are also remarkably intelligent and adaptable, thriving in forests from Europe to Asia. They travel in sounders led by experienced females, communicate through a complex array of vocalizations and scents, and can remember locations of food sources across seasons. Their omnivorous diet and rapid reproduction make them one of the most successful large mammals, capable of surviving in environments where more specialized species struggle. The apex canines, wolves. Wolves embody a different manifestation of power, not individual might, but collective intelligence and coordinated strength. Gray wolves, which once roamed forests across the northern hemisphere, hunt in packs using sophisticated strategies that demonstrate planning, communication, and social cooperation at levels rarely seen in the animal kingdom. A wolf pack is a family unit typically led by a breeding pair, with each member playing specific roles during hunts. They can pursue prey for hours, coordinate ambushes, and take down animals many times their individual size through teamwork. Their howls, which can carry for miles through forests, serve to coordinate movements, reinforce social bonds, and advertise territory boundaries. Recent studies have shown that the reintroduction of wolves to ecosystems like Yellowstone creates cascading effects throughout entire food webs, demonstrating that their power extends far beyond their physical capabilities. The gentle giants, gorillas. In the mountain and lowland forests of Central Africa, gorillas represent power tempered with gentleness. Male silverback gorillas can stand over 6 feet tall and weigh 400 pounds, with arm spans exceeding 8 feet and strength estimated to be 10 times that of an adult human. A silverback can bend iron bars, break bamboo stalks as thick as a human arm, and display aggression that sends even leopards fleeing. Yet these magnificent primates are predominantly peaceful vegetarians, spending their days foraging for leaves, shoots, and fruit. Silverbacks lead their family groups with calm authority, rarely needing to use their tremendous strength beyond displays intended to avoid conflict. They're highly intelligent, capable of using tools, learning sign language in captivity, and displaying complex emotions. Gorillas demonstrate that true power often lies not in violence, but in the confidence that comes from knowing one's own strength. The silent hunters, forest raptors. Power in forests isn't limited to ground-dwelling mammals. Harpy eagles, crowned eagles, and great horned owls represent aerial might that dominates the forest canopy. The harpy eagle of South American rainforests is one of the most powerful raptors on Earth, with talons larger than grizzly bear claws and the ability to snatch monkeys and sloths from branches at full speed. Their wings, though massive, are shaped for maneuverability rather than soaring, allowing them to navigate through dense forest canopies with deadly precision. These aerial predators possess vision 8 times sharper than humans, can detect the slightest movement from hundreds of feet away, and strike with force generated by their high-speed dives. Crowned eagles in African forests have been known to take down antelope weighing as much as they do, carrying their prey through tangled branches to feeding perches. Their presence shapes primate behavior patterns and influences forest canopy ecology in subtle but significant ways. The constructed power, beavers. Not all forest power comes from size or predatory prowess. Beavers, weighing up to 60 pounds, wield disproportionate influence through their remarkable engineering abilities. These rodents can fell trees several feet in diameter, construct dams that create entirely new wetland ecosystems, and modify water flow patterns across vast areas. A single beaver colony can flood dozens of acres of forest, transforming terrestrial environments into aquatic ones. Beavers are ecosystem engineers whose influence extends across trophic levels and persists for decades after they've moved on. The wetlands they create provide habitat for fish, amphibians, waterfowl, and countless invertebrates. Their dams filter water, reduce erosion, and create fire breaks that protect forests during droughts. This demonstrates a profound truth about forest power. Sometimes the mightiest beasts are those that reshape the environment itself. The ancient power, forest rhinos. In the diminishing forests of Southeast Asia, Sumatran and Javan rhinos represent a connection to the megafauna of the Pleistocene. Though smaller than their African relatives, these forest rhinos are formidable animals weighing up to 2,000 pounds, with thick skin that provides armor against predators and dense vegetation. Their horns, though not used for combat as frequently as grassland rhinos, help them push through tangled undergrowth and dig for salt licks. Rhinos are living fossils whose lineage stretches back millions of years. They've survived ice ages, sea level changes, and dramatic climate shifts, yet now face their greatest challenge from habitat loss and poaching. Their power lies not just in their physical presence, but in their persistence, their ability to endure through epochs when countless other species have vanished. The social power, wild cattle and forest buffalo. Forest buffalo, banteng, and gaur represent the power of herbivores that have evolved impressive defenses against predators. Gaur, the largest wild cattle species, can stand over 7 feet at the shoulder and weigh up to a ton. Their muscular build, sharp horns, and herd behavior make them formidable even to tigers. When threatened, they form defensive circles with calves at the center, presenting a wall of horns to predators. These animals are also ecosystem engineers, creating trails through dense forest, maintaining clearings through grazing, and dispersing seeds across their ranges. Their dung supports entire communities of insects, which in turn feed birds and small mammals. The power of forest herbivores lies not in aggression, but in their shaping of the environment and their role in energy transfer from plants to higher trophic levels. Conservation, protecting forest power. The power of forest beasts faces unprecedented threats from deforestation, poaching, climate change, and human encroachment. Protecting these animals requires more than preserving individual species. It demands maintaining the complex web of relationships that make forests functional ecosystems. When apex predators disappear, herbivore populations explode, leading to overbrowsing that can transform forests into grasslands. When ecosystem engineers like elephants or beavers vanish, the cascading effects ripple through countless other species. Conservation success stories offer hope. Tiger populations in India and Nepal have stabilized through anti-poaching efforts and habitat protection. Gorilla numbers have increased in some protected areas despite ongoing challenges. Wolves have returned to regions where they'd been absent for decades, demonstrating nature's resilience when given the chance to recover. Conclusion: the interconnected power. The true power of forest beasts lies not in individual strength alone, but in their interconnected relationships. Predators control herbivore populations, preventing overgrazing. Herbivores shape vegetation structure, creating diverse habitats. Ecosystem engineers modify landscapes in ways that benefit countless other species. Even the smallest creatures, insects, fungi, and microorganisms, play crucial roles in nutrient cycling and decomposition. These mighty beasts are not separate from their forests, but are integral to them. They've evolved over millions of years to fill specific niches, and their continued existence depends on maintaining the complex ecological relationships that make forests more than just collections of trees. They are living cathedrals of biodiversity, repositories of evolutionary innovation, and sources of wonder that remind us of nature's incredible creativity and power. As we face an uncertain future marked by environmental change, the survival of these magnificent creatures depends on our willingness to protect not just individual animals, but entire ecosystems. The power of the forest, embodied in its mighty beasts, represents something irreplaceable, a living connection to the wild world that shaped our own evolution and continues to inspire awe in all who encounter it. In protecting them, we protect not just animals, but the very systems that make life on Earth possible.